FM, it is your voice, your music, your station. WGHC, Voga, Voices of Ghanians Abroad. Ghanian political show. Apuyechi, yes, Shapete, Obiasi, Mode, Emuya Pa Ye. I was live, our Facebook, Blood Jesus for Live TV. Among answer, Obasa page in the show, I like your page, and I say, I face was a share video. No, I'm at Obi and so it's me, Akasemubi. I want Puyachi, yeah, this is your baby. I'm a Ghana. Nana, no, 4 stories say about the home come on. Panano Abesia, a snobber from the NDC, Kakabeson, I'm crossing for the MPP, and my council ever be PMU ever have. I some of me can you one district, one factory program, and as a project here about the lunch. One more say, June. This is from April. Now, I am secretary about him. Mommy, give to your hinny, Kunedu. Waba Ebe's announcement April. That's about what? 2 months ago or so. About 3 months ago. Now, anybody who come up, woman in Brazil and China, just to mention a few, some of the countries, Turkey, India, almost South Africa, and a woman and as a partnership every. Now, one district, one factory. And everybody who come up. Community calendar near because we man Chicago about Tinsunia war. Yashia pretty we are now, but we're tuning up. So we need a frequency 98.3 FM only area muha. We're tuning up and once we are searching for WGHC FM. Oh, your iPhone users who are caught and a copy your app, your iPhone app, and one say what download from your app store. Now, when you WGHC FM app, Yanka say app, you know, Bianche, Yanka say app, because we are original in every way, every shape, every form. We are original. And the iPhone users, we met me and Yamuakasa. Mo app, mo betie WGHC FM. So we share us digital and all this technical how they are. And they have one the other friend number. And one say our friend 1563 999 3221 1563 999 3221. And one is here, Mama P. Now this saying, Mama Priscilla, I don't know. Yes, good evening. Yabo Remu, our Facebook, Blood Jesus for Live TV. What's me a share now? What's here? Our hall. Canada, Japan, Ekotna on one Kasandi TV stations, a radio station, and at the way I walk on someone now, one last MPP for some Ketwa. And now you better who come up. I say MPP for no, and the woman I was at the Obanese NDC for so. And at the end, hey, and now some kids for remember, I'm yet here in some no not fair the home come out. Now, can I Japan cries and say, MPP or one, I say, well, they say, yes, say, MPP for not your warm. MPP for my young tears, I see a bit more conspiring to taking out Canada, Japan. What is the truth in that? You ever heard it? You ever bought your number one tea and video home come on? Blood Jesus for Live TV. Minia Wabaswa share video no na fe like a page no. And no, and I have Voga visual production on Facebook. Open Voga Homes and Sembia, Black Jesus for Life TV. Former bulk oil storage and transportation, a year, Kwame Awadako. Now, say I didn't say a bear 1 week ago. And yes, at least 38 companies without National Petroleum Authority license. And I'm where you might ever had corruption and you better bohopa. You better bohopa. And not the American kind of year. Now I would hear more. I'm a Ghana who am on you. Just the vulnerability of the people of the nation. The vulnerability of the nation is taking heed to everywhere. Everybody's taking advantage. Never heard the dream war. Now, Yara Mahama, Ibrahim Mahama, Emrana Nimia, John Ahwan Federal Mani Mahama, and Tisono, the youthful president. And Tiebisa was on 58% of the bauxite of the nation to his brother Ibrahim Mahama. No Kraben and Tiemo, ever had now, and no Kranswa and the Kranswa. I'm a Ghana, Boba. And Timinia and then come about the other no, Perebi Choco, Pacuya Bitnaso. Mwamutien free Ghana, Yamamo Ajo. Mamu Krandes at time, 1 a.m. or so. Why are there? Don Michael, big ups to you, Lambert. Why are they out here follow big time? My father, Manama, Yadabama. Don, bet me afraid at any time, so what swap. Na Yeniano Mamu Numa, Munina, Yachiamo. Michael, I just Minyaka Pabo Rev, Michael Sovrem, Asnaba Pano Nabesia, and Ne, and Paya Beja, Yansuya Piachiha, Ever Church, Yajine, and some now these 4 stories, you better home come up. Honorable Canada, Japan, and the Awoye, one MPP for an same party, no, because they said the IS Wabo Machi, IS Wabo, Untimintra, Nina, Yabaka was some. Now, Yera Mahama Homes and 58% of the bauxite. Yadiamano, so no Guandia one fact. Yabahan the Dream War. Yera Dakonso, the former Bush director. One also Yabaha near a Dream War, not yet the home and come up. And Tibia will be a Nakunya so would free midway. Nya baby Atna ye, not Yenny come up. Now, Fay Yansha near Dream War, yeah, political arena. Yeah, I remember, yeah, Koso, Amanyo Moon Sam, Niabu Bagina, you better home cover, and then you may award WGHC 98.3 FM. Yamamunina Aquaba, Mamo, about Facebook Live, Panano, and a Tuano, a snubber NDC, Michael, and a fat Amio, don't have friend the Kakape of the MPP there, the one and only. I'm telling you, this man, I love him so much. Oh, Pemunua Kanina, na affairs, you know, yes, so yeah, but Miss Row and Sana Meko community calanas, Mammy going to Mumam. Would ye, Nasa Peso Fred now, Chawajana. Pana na Wahano, Omina, are prominent community members, almost as your prominent members of their political parties. Miss Row, Assembly Umbeka, one more at the Amuba Church, be only Omunya. And for personal attack in Maha. Yes, so personal attack. So, as some at that point on us, and no, and I had the home come off. Oceana no Binagina, don't attack them personally. Yes, you were free. So, now, while doing trans, so try filter it. Sonny Argentina, so now they by Facebook, so now they friend, Nina, Sonny, so now you're fast from there. Now, yes, Susu, Pebby, and what must be a Janafa, will be a country na fiber. At the end of the day, Ghana and Koswa and a yepe, and Tibomodia said, the Albabeka, Miaubaba Tronina, and Miss Snow, and manage personal attack, and manage attempted, and manage anything of that sort. Na yen komo, na yen trese ye near be ye near why, na ama Ghana and a diagonal so. Ama Ghana then a diakuma sunti in Ayabeshia, ye ready home come. And TMO Koba, yada was it. Sawa joining Voga Media, Chicago, about 98.3 FM. WGHC, it is your voice, your music, your station. Me di adi na go people attend na from me care humble I am large and I'm in charge. Yeba na fe ya twan command so you take community calendar. Nyako so ewo ye man temha in Chicago, Illinois.
And so your friend on Cubana, Council of Brona Half Association, ya wo North America. And so your friend on Cubana no e ya dia wo di dwumedie bi e ba. What you need say education, powerful tool for development. Now was the way a 8th annual convention fundraising any dinner dance ya warrior wa Chicago memu haya. Jumedie no Ebekoso Holiday Inn Conference Center ya ewa 500 Holiday Plaza Drive, Matson, Illinois 60443. Exit 157 South and Lincoln Highway. A Saturday, September 2nd, 2017. A free enumere no watchi ekosia no pa no mienu. Nanso wow was say and I'm say warrior no fundraising no enunti no. Nikosi adaya ye 3rd September 2017 eno so anopa no nkunu ekosi enwumre no nsiano eno no wobeye picnic no eno bekoso ewo 8705 Southwestern Chicago, Illinois 60652. Wo pese wo beka dwumedie hu a eno ani se wo frɛ Ben Kodoma Yensu ewo 773 550 0381 Benesiedu 630 247 3191 Harry Alkwashi 773 704-6672. Nane Chao Kai 773-317-4721. Toronto Alex Ankoma 747-889-6062. Calgary Augustine Boahini 403-830-7601. Cincinnati Ruben Boache 513-356-2967. New Jersey DeGraft Koffel 732-616-6742. Columbus Henrietta AJ 614-556-0157. Worcester, Jones Yabua, 508-615-3768. George Yabua, 646-597-2255. Connecticut, Felicia Autry, 860-944-9659. Washington, D.C., Thomas Jeremy, 240-606-5872. Denver, Samuel Tando, 720-350-3325. Atlanta, Augustine Baffo, 404-433-7487. Dallas, Padmo Joe, 508-762-7044. Enyanuma obedi dwumedie hu chia me eya Mr. Atedu Jemfi ena Mr. George Samoa. Na obi nso obebɔ nnwom ama wotumi asaye eya Q Boogie. Ebusuankai hu ne se wo ye dwumedie etumi di agegye sika na wotumi di esi won suku dan ya ewo ayankoma so. Enyumeku ye from Triven Financial ya dia wo ba be ye special presentation wo Chicago, Illinois krom ha ama Ghana fo nyina. Wonya mimpenwo nenso se bibitu sisi a wo sika bi da ho se wonye yie se wo pese wo tua wo school fees ana wo pese wo to dan mpo no wo sika bi da ho ana wey enuti na Trivent adwene wo ho nti no wo sei wo to nsa afrɛ se wo beba Church of Ghanian Community ya ewo Chicago 5500 South Woodlawn Avenue, Chicago, Illinois 60637. Na eye Sunday, July 16, 2017, 3:30 p.m. ekosi 5:30 p.m. Wonia me you hu free mo wo pese wo beka dwumedie hu a Fred Mr. Victor Boafo ewo 847-561-2246 anana ya amafo 773-306-6516. Wonia me you hu film bra na yentufo na wodashe ebeye fefefe. Triven Financial ana was say connecting faith and finances for good. Alexander Mponsa and in the Euro Patricia Mponsa Edi Womba Dedi. Womba no ye friend Rabna Kwachu Mponsa. Sajumedie so koso ewo Redemption Presbyterian Church 741 East 84th Street, Chicago, Illinois 60619 84th and Cottage Grove. When you bring on Krukosi and Opano Mienua and a Jumedi Edibeshe so. Monkai Hun say, date in July 15th, 2017. Ebusiasi Momre, Namunu on Becha, the fair when Yankopon Ediachewo. Ebusia for Munya Sunamuntie, na Church of Pentecost, our One America Memuha Chicago District, if one, a idea would do 25th anniversary na Ebeye de ye. Now what the 9 and I would this what dear Jumedi, a July 1st, Saturday, ya 9 to 1 p.m. was it Chicago Community Volunteer Services, a war and a warrior Jumedi, what free wa. Friday, July 14th, 6 to 9 p.m. And also Wabedase na Enkwafonso Ediwong Adansi Day Atuja. Na Yewienso Saturday, July 15th, and also 12 to 4 p.m. was the Taste of Nations. Yewienso 5 to 10 p.m. Na just the anniversary na Kasankasano. Diana Hamilton by US Memuha anyone abe go ye. No we are Sunday 16th and then Jumedieni Kessie Ankasa PSC no Ankasa 9 a.m. Ekosi 1 p.m. was Wabeto Nyomna Wadanyamiasi. Ebusia for bra na wabra bo enye Sarah da. Wopesa wubasa Jumedi ya Frel Elder Mike. I was 708-843-3455. Anna Deacon Albert. I was 773-733-6127. Ebusia Fue. Asem day debi na be yo GN group of companies ya papa Dr. Pakwesi Indum e free Ghana eda no what the diaspora account abedwa so na ne won pa che ne say wuti abrochi mem ha wo betumi bi account na wo the Ghana cedis egum se ne be ya won krofo e wo Ghana no wo betumi yi we de eye izekura wuti amanone nanso wutumi ekofie na won wade we de eye GN bank for pe e na betumi ayama wo ne wo hia ne say wo be call computer so but www.gnbankghana.com na ubehu account opening form ewo ho fele wonia na enua no hey GN Bank wamba enka wa haye yo African goods ato say yentoma nku ahwenie movie simple ana se enyum CD onia to wenihwe makola African supermarket na ehodie omumni ohwamoda eye ya ye nua nana any gifty na akofa makola African supermarket aba Illinois ha uhwehwe omechi akwan a obenyo mo 1019 1017 West Wilson Chicago Illinois 60640 anasa frɛ won ewo 773 654 1971 onia eya usawuti abrochen so wunya Ghana nyama nto a ene fa weni che makola African supermarket na wo best serisa wo baby a wo benya Ghana nnuane papa edi ama wakuma ato uyema enuani Grace African Restaurant mami abna boa ma akofade abrayen wo Chicago Illinois Chrome ha onia fufu na opese wudie benku ana atu ozafi enuani se wudi weni chire 4409 North Broadway Street Chicago Illinois 60640 ana se upese mami Grace eyem eduane wo birthday party ase eyie ana se wotu obedi ene frene e wo 773 2716000 ana 773 5591236 na oye ejuma efri juada ekosi kwesiada no wie so a kwesiada enwumre bia no the live band papa bi esisi so amamu free nonsia ekosi no wotwe mami Grace Boama na waba ma ye nyina eye Grace African Restaurant onia enyiweni kra ma Rose Bodi akofa niema hodo abesum Chicago memu ha esanse odwene wo hu ninti eye wedding bi na woko a wonnim ya wo behye ana engagement impo onia ene me kanfo the Good Shepherd Enterprise amount eho ena wo behu laser papa ma ladies bag gele kentemu ahodo me bawa botre ntoma African bags dresses any crafts a wo betumi krade esiesie wo dem afein so owo Italian shoes a papa bi American tade enkodan so de wo mu enya no nko a o osan wasisedwa alata seminar ene bibia wo hwehwe bia no so weni ehwe the Good Shepherd Enterprise na wo benya na hodo wo behu won 5108 North Broadway Chicago Illinois 60640 773 878 1433 and now 773-593-4562. The Good Shepherd Enterprise. You will be Dear
family, last year there were 4,368 shooting victims in our very own Chicago. We are not going to just sit around and talk about it, but rather stand united and do something about it. WGHC 98.3 FM, in conjunction with Lawrence and Zaga, present Our Community Cares, an awareness initiative to fight against gun violence in Chicago. And we are proudly hosting the 2017 Chicago African Cup of Nations gathering at Wilson Turf Field and Beach Park. Save the date for July 15th, 2017. The time is 11 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. with football kickoff time at 12 noon. We will have a championship prize, raffles, food and drinks, great music from Chicago's best DJs, and activities for kids. To sponsor, support, or for more information, email us at 98.3 FM WGHC at gmail.com or call us at 773-829-1032 or 872-208-3069 or visit us on www.wghcfm.org or on facebook.com/WGHC. We are WGHC 98.3 FM, your voice, your music, your station.
Ebusiafo, ubetumi etie WGHC 98.3 ewo mobile phone and our computer so. Eno ani se ubebo www.legendtvonline.org. Ne dem anasa ubefre 156-399-93221. Yes, also crowd will tune in app so.
FM no asuguswa with ye me the end and anako people watching the from me and K humble lion I'm large and I'm in charge on the board me wa kwaba eba and edumedia you so voga voices of Ghanaians abroad, the best political Ghanaian political shows in the diaspora with the best political analysis. I want a PhD I will have I ababa drink I'm a Ghana na yesusu susu ye pebi ade abwa ye my Ghana. We are live on Facebook now, courtesy of Black Jesus for Live TV. Or no NAA, your visual production our Facebook. So let me make my introduction. Now, Yasha said your face. Now, and then we have 4 stories. Mamo, you better put who more the BS 4 stories. Nina, you better want some. Now, yeah, the agent there about Nafe. At the end of the day, the resolution is what we are looking for. We are looking for socio-economic justice for all Ghanaians. Everywhere, connecting Ghanaians everywhere in the diaspora and back home as well. Let me say from the senior analysis, a snubber of the NDC. Rabbani, now's it. Okay, of the NDC, a snubber on the Martin. We're trafugu. Dago bahine. Nyaminia Micah, also edge them. On the dear was it dear Connie, dear a quiet bay, you near pe. Bia politicians, no, or me or Mojime, dear 5, but don't want a Prempiano General Emma MPP for my Mamma Bogode. Oh, Biago. Nice one. And if I'm me out, don't have friend a Kakapa. Alumni of Kwame Nkrumah Science and Technology or Bomberemo Germany. So Remanian Diakwasa pursue for his law license. Not yet, but he'll pursue. And he's a prominent member of the New Patriotic Party MPP. Kakabe.
I'm Joso. And then you chat for you. Yo, and then the wash it. You didn't never to do. You didn't never to do. Why I'm in a pancasa.
Okay. On the 4 hours over Facebook, so I would see that was say, Yamo Kaba, and so by Jumedia. So what about the number of more the answer will be say, now will be some run on Subania Binka. Also, amateur Nadjane, Mesra Mekam will be offer and answer will try. Filter it, no personal attack. As some other pronounce and now over one some can na mobile home. We want to be very professional. We want to really be matured in our political production de Ebramui for the Fourth Republic of Ghana. You were PH Chicago, I want to see the original number one to Testro traditional dial 98.3 FM. Bin Mada, Yana Edimakotine, and Tinazawuti, Mr. Fanidie, Emma de Seno. Now respect to all our panels, respect everything that we are talking about, especially respect our leaders, both past and present. Now, come once a month. Not why you're very careful. Your first topic, I ever come was some. Mami, the secretary for One District, One Factory. I am Mrs. Gifty Ohine Kunedo. Nano Obabe announced, and I really want to read this. Said about you bet to me, I can't asemi. And this was this news or this story came out in April. Na tie nia ewomo. I must say the One District, One Factory program will be launched in June this year. That is 2017. The national coordinator of the One District, One Factory Secretary, Mrs. Gifty Ohine Konedu, announced this at the media briefing, which was 2-3 months ago, confirming that the Secretariat has received 450 million Ghana cedis and mark in the 2017 budget to kickstart the One District, One Factory project. Besides government commitment, Mami Kunedu say interest in the program has generated investment pledges and commitment to tuning of $3 billion. Or say the One District, One Factory program is a flagship industrialization program promised by the MPP during 2016 electoral campaign. It is aimed at the building a factory in each of the 2016 districts in the country. 216 districts in the country. Was it the program which will be implemented with the private sector? Now, my person will underline the program which will be implemented with the private sector will also provide business support, service and capacity bonding and mentoring and coaching. It will also provide networking opportunities, assistance with financial planning and financial management, regulatory and legal compliances linked to strategic partners for market and community assets. Mami Etwasu Eka said the financial support for the project will start from minimum of $5,000 to a maximum of $10,000 based on project size and operational categorization. What was so I can say, we know I was say the meeting with some primary stakeholders, business leaders, and political players and potential investors from countries. Last week I can't want some. I said from countries including South Africa, India, China, Britain, and Turkey. I know because I come over to Brazil. My name baby a free but my shushin. What? What's it?
Sina na do bobo zo baby.
Na you want to train you ho. Ti asem na ye ka so ba. Abayima Twaso Mami Kunedo or see currently they are reviewing a number of businesses' plans and urge investors and businessmen and women interested in the projects to submit their proposal and plans for review. Meetings with entities like the Association of Ghana Industry, which is the AGI, Chambers of Commerce, ADRA Ghana, and others have been held to clarify the purpose and objectives of the project. Sa ena yamame kunedu eka na watwaso eka said was it June year etwemu ya the month of June year ya pa hu ya eba be July and that one more launched the industrialization program, and the second major initiative after planting for food and jobs program was unveiled 2 to 3 months ago. And in June year, and I say one district, one factory, I was like commence it, and as I was started. Mami to Asuka said was saved 560 million Ghana cedis. Programs is expected to create 750,000 jobs. Was it the Canadian government and the World Bank are supporting the farming program with $125 million and $50 million respectively. Baby, Chinaman so kakra, and MPP for NDC for Ignacia, you know, Jessica, you see, and some of my Brusunino, Sisaki, and Yadibe. Last week, you can say, Vice President Baumia and Deputy Minister Abo Remu China phones with the Ebo Muha, so more countries, and I said, investors at one more ever one district, one factory. Now, Mamia, some of Kayema media for was 2-3 months ago in April. Now, almost in June, and I care about June, so the last couple of days of June, and Dr. Baumia, the MPP administration, one nam Esre partnership, Yabedi who encomo, Misha Free Asnaba, na media ba, na yena, ya church, ya unica. Asaba, the secretary for this project, one district, one factory. Coordinator, watch the Najane, guilty, watch the Najane, what the other two all say, after 2016, was aimed at building factories in each of the 216 districts in the country.
Okay.
What are you trying to say? What's the issue?
From the building 216 factories because there were 216 districts over Ghana. And now they could have platform so. Say Ghana, there was and saying here in Jomba building one district, one factory. 1 district, 1 dam, 1 constituency, 1 million. Then for 1 million and 20. Idea what can you say? What the same in me should be more. Baby, or more factory in combat started with $5,000. And I yes,
yeah, maybe 5,000 to 10,000. Yeah,
$5,000 to $10,000. Yeah, they started. Yeah, they started factory.
I don't know.
I can't know. I maybe I come out some so okay. They say ramen not too. You see me do what that you. Do you know why did you cook? Coffee $5,000. $5,000. You're talking about factory. Now let me start by saying, sir, what's your master take? It was June. June is not Dr. Baumia. Honorable Osafumafo. Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry, and I think the Deputy Minister of Finance. Women can within in Crawford by year 20. SSR private investors, according to one man.
5 minutes, right, Mr.
Edward call China.
5 minutes.
Say, you could loan. No coffee. What promises a will be starting project in June? You were July 5th, and I'm
July 5th. No,
yes. Next June, na fiance na wo kwa bosia would be start project na. Na I mean na ni real free no na. Na ni real free so promises eh wo mo be start wo June. Ni real free MPP government na do ne offense and the government. Almost mo be start project no in June. Kofi July na we. Nti I am in it say me hu ni am kan fast because I am na say e nkontompo bi no mo da be wurum. And no more to say I jeans him no monka. Because you cannot tell me say you have started project June, you have July. But one casano as a government June no one more aware that what pebbles here. Meanwhile,
partnership.
Kofi, men can say. Meanwhile, in opposition, what's a Ghana? You will scat. Kofi mote puno asa me famo na boa.
Me ba mame efa ko.
Ya woska.
Mame fa ko em se be free Ghana. Ya me ma bote. Good evening. Oh, Don. Don Mike.
Yes.
What call there?
Oh,
yeah, guy, when you why he. We say, oh, tabrochre, oh, Tigana so tabrochre. Nice one.
Me credit no to anti-share maintenance.
Oh, yeah, you remember everyone kasa quick. Ma asnoban landed na yamra so what is? Send me your shows what there cause you know. Asnoban landed. Okay.
Yo, Don, me did say bibia, yamia do bibia eboko. Kofi, who be started project in June na one ma open partnership. Oh, na nado na bone ben pa na Ghana for the na nado. Na some we kra no, nipa obeka no, 7 prediasa. 7 prediasa. Why na this man is on beka? Is the neck of aware? Say coordinator no didn't see was say on share see a best started one district, one factory. Catch and say your best started June. Na June 2017 and yet June 2018. Na June 2017 so in Dr. Baumia vice president and need Dr. Mr. Safmafo, former minister of finance, and the deputy minister of finance and the deputy minister of trade and industry. Woman China. Oh mu yala la solala. Omuni sister investors, almost private investors. No be private investors. Ekoji loan. Ekopa bosia da baye na adwuma aban na di anim koje bosia ma no. Kofi ye wo June. Abesen ko. Se wo July. Yeah. Me say ye wo June no mo kan asem no. Abesen ko July ni ye we. Me person bi su asem. Say ya woni mo kasa what to say ya started one factory bi. What to say ye trap foundation bi. What to say asase kra no pro to kra ya gibi for one factory bi ya start ana. I just want to know. The neck of water in Nabai. Wom so mo be start June. Ebi on be ka kire. Kofi won say empenufo say wudu ankon say bro a ebi free na ho. Fantefo no mo ka. So say Nanado I started free na ho. Na benyini na be tenten no be twa. Ghana for be hunu na etuem. Because do you want to tell me say we which who a company na say wugina wo sesi asamwa wo do company wakofa na nado as a CEO no man 4 years unna ko e say 4 years term say na nado me show company so for 4 years as a CEO na say within 6 months no na wo huni a do you really think say also wo man tina wo am 4 years no kra so ana na so in case 4 years no kra so a do you really think it's also renew the offense? What the time? Don't worry. I'm keeping the time over here. Do you really think it's 4 years in this one? Also, Simon and Nado, also renew the contract in Manana. Who are Juma? Your friend said WGHC. Say, Mike, it's way. And like a capetway. So, what the admiration as a CEO? No managing like what Nado is doing in Ghana. Coffee. 4 years in this one and Kakapa Uberu.
Mamia Sama Obeka na 2-3 months ago. No, is what? Is it valid?
Coffee.
And you mama.
What? When so I'm back. Say, look, this is one thing about it. So I'm back. And Kebengu said they are not ready to start it.
Okay.
But the moment Open make that comment and assuring people say it's going to take place. People were looking.
Yeah.
Say, yes. There is something about to take place. And another promise, you know, a baba yejuma. But say June, a basin cock, nay would July. Nay you whom a home pupibia. It's just a banu chankutumpo. Because just a omniscient to offer Ghana into a more one man or say a batuba kutum. So what I said, because yet a cassa says, yea. So be a catcher will say, you started. One district be woma ebia ya started one factory. Ya kwaji asase kra. Ya the best started factory no Kofi. I was asking you when you man say $5,000
minimum
or $5,000 to $10,000. Kofi factory be na dey cost to Ghana. Would they just tell me, say, Ghana, as I say, quiet, Tony say. As I say, I say, what Ghana, Tony say. No, we are not about to say, when you are 3 billion grant. That's all the 5,000 minimum. And all they cost 30 a factory. Go in the factory, Ben, all the 5,000 cost 30. Do you want to tell me, say, we call a tech, say, a machine, eba yam mango crano, eba yam mango, even a day, can eba yam mango 5 buckets amawa, eba produce mango juice 5 buckets amawa. Do you think that 5,000 eba son? Do you really think so, Besson?
What's the minimum? What's the minimum start?
Oh, coffee minimum start
5,000.
I understand, but what I'm saying is that going to be enough to say, yeah, the 5,000 they best start with? What me say? That's what I'm asking you. Project ben pan and now do by all the occasions of the 5,000 minimum.
Ayo, me that's it.
Coffee.
Landemame na
yes,
Ghana na fe.
I want to tell you, Senanado. Say ABA mama no. On your way, because the NPP government in power and so much confused. In JBS, my many in your way say, I feel Dr. Baumia and I'm China. And they offense are buying impany for them China, more pay loan, and no more pay partnership. No more double starting or cancer, no so umbra out, no matching. Because this is a disgrace.
Okay. Yo, me that's it. My uncle Ghana, NDC, Australia, Africa, Swa, Yenya Don, Mike. Lambert eso ewa homana so Don colleague and watching na come no what says you wadwen chen say this is an article, a story free the coordinator Mame Kunedu or coordinator for the one district one factory obekan sembebre I was say yeah stakeholders every China Britain Turkey and India.
I want to ask, what kind of factory I think will start with $5,000 if I may ask?
Okay. What kind
of factory I think will start with $5,000?
I say minimum start. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask. Does the woman really even know the plot of land, the price of a plot of land in Ghana here?
Okay. What that's
not even up to 20,000, not even up to 20,000. You see, when we have a confused government and all the appointees also be confused.
That's all.
When we have a confused government, all the appointees also be confused. And so many, you see, but there are so many issues maybe then. What are issues which maybe I think I would like to comment on maybe that because these issues to me, I see as a confused group. They don't even know what they are saying. They don't even know when they deceive Ghanaians and they try to find someone. They just try to polish another topic and try to find a very nice story that said Ghanaians that and make Ghanaians listen to them again. To me, this issue for me, I'm not really even to pay much attention to because to me, it's much as well about nothing to me. Because these people, I don't really get it. They are going to minimum start a factory. A factory? We are not talking about single room foundation. We are talking about a factory. Factory, a whole factory start with a minimum $35,000. Come on. He should come again.
In a month of June, Ukraine was 10 factories.
Yeah, I said also on start with 10 factories in the June.
But
that's what he said. She said that.
You guys are not behind the scenes. You guys are not behind the scenes of what MPPs are doing. Anyway, Don, what they land the money now? You're going.
We are behind what they are doing, and you see, they keep confusing Ghanaians, and some of us we are to a point that they cannot confuse some of us. They can confuse some Ghanaians, but not a person, not a caliber of person I am. No, they cannot confuse me. They confuse so many people when they stood on a campaign platform, speaking a big grammar, using a kind of grammar, thinking maybe Ghanaians, some a particular Ghanaian could not understand the money comes. You can find some way, something else to achieve themselves. But I think to say some of us we are not literate.
Okay.
Some of us are God really to read, we can understand English language, even quote them, we know what they say. So this is clear of failure. It's 6 months in office, each month in office. And we have 4 years to rule, 6 months to rule. This is what is going on in this country. No, come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Mike, no, I say all the way from Kaswa, standing in from the NDCs. What's saying? I call Mike so now Mike so and China. Mommy, I can't send me in April. Was it June? And Anka one day straight one factory Ebashas now what church the movie be a private sectors Sikawa more minimum Ebashas to the maximum and as far as going to 3 billion or so. Now, last week, 19 billion partnership. China phones would be Obomu almost said they are looking from stakeholders from them. Mike, what says you? Mammy Asima Bekaye. Oh, yeah, Udi said the Asnabane Don Eke. Say, oh, my Digana for truck a clanas or my much Yaka said they are on course.
Yo, Maminchia 84. Okay. Me obia before me di a political party chair. During my campaign time no, me way 2 parties no. I'm a messenger. I'm a debate before I follow party. I say me follow no. Party I say both NDC and MPP no. Me way 2 parties when I mean say baku message bi wo ho o ma no. Eto asum ye pa na say ne pa ne 2 many manner na. Oba power me gidi say obede obetima deliver the message na all the man Ghana for no na I say kind na for support e massa ban I think say like say MPP kind of promise be one district one factory free education like promise be ma say past government me corrupt na they na Ghana ya usika na confisca Congo football team na omo power o me retrieve skasa carry na my back no. I think say me Ghana for Ghana for some year pa na me there I'm to about massive MPP power na mobile power. I think say some more can say I'm this 1 district 1 factory ba within this year I'm say June more
was not say June yeah like 10 factories cry who by June
yeah whether say June or August or September, I don't have a problem about it. Say dab and done best started because I'm all kind of sana just so that dankrofo. Can say the and because one more time. I must say it in Kofo anymore. This a man sana just say dada and that's all that dankrofo now. We give the mandate to MPP for 4 years, right? 4 years, okay. We didn't give the money for 6 months.
But you shouldn't come out and say this give a deadline and I say give a
no matter how you give a deadline or whatever it is the education said the factory
is done.
Okay. That's the major that's the most important thing.
So it doesn't matter say Omoka said June 10 factory
me then hear me and say factory now start here.
Exactly. Within the 4 years.
Within the 4 years, I start and go for any Juma Moye.
Yeah, okay.
What you say? That's my major way.
They're supposed to create 750 jobs, actually.
What you say? Me can say a time ago. Me can say a time ago. Me can Kofi. Me can say a time ago. Past government could for administration. Now I'm going to try some of this. The kind of health insurance here, ba. Yeah. Ghana for sorry jao amuntimi nye amusomudi amko show oil amaye amu jao oil na adwingo amuntimi nye show oil bia by the end of the day before abani be free sunu yetimi nya oil o mamre so no yetimi nya health insurance o mamre so what you say nti when enye news bia ma be say bia me boss asemu egu I'll just give the government a full support. Say, don't person munye bi abe Ghana mind for within these 4 years. They should go ahead. So whether a bushing or a partnership, what we need is say Ghana for whom better. That's the most important thing. Say Ghana for yantimi support abano. Dan say you better try na nemo ontiminya. Ayasa ye di ya wan bro. Because obi daddy papa breo. Now we see ontiminya. At the end of the day, no one know.
Okay.
What you see? When you know at the end of the day. What you see? Because and then me kada say, adi papa, ababi daddy papa be ba. We should support it.
Okay.
Oh, America I say, me kai Obama a Trump buy. Wow, what's a Trump buy? Aba share. Obama Canada.
Okay.
On say adi papa.
Yeah, but
No way chinu na say oyen say bia.
Oh say the papa bat.
Oh, ba mu nu. Oh say ya the papa. O support you here. What I say no person say the Trump care. But Democrats for or any party for solid here. What I see? Inti say the papa be ba. We should support it kind of for woman just to train like you want to try Yankun and
to tell the 90.
You should stop it.
Thank you for the way so sweet.
We should support whatever the government will bring to us.
Yes. It doesn't matter. Say Juro guess so as long as it's done within the 4 years.
That's my problem.
Yo, but I say, Mammy Kakape. Yo, what about train? A draw so. Baba Mumaye.
Thank you, Medasi. That's it. Nah, media, me started programming. Said the empenyumfua sabe or my frame or mushami or mo continue baha as much as possible. No, we have to educate and make sure, sir. You cannot cry and your propaganda sembia. Okay, or say lunch, meboa.
Lunch.
Lunch yet, yes, saying.
Yeah, no say
lunch.
Whether it's physical or
by lunch. You can see a lunch bibia. Adiano formally started. Like said yeah, lunch food for planting and jobs, you know. It's launched. Until yeah, can say formally this is now ready for people to do what? Go ahead. This was in when?
April.
Okay, April. Now, Baumia 2 billion now when you for planting in about time by. It's like somewhere June more on the buy. See, Tamana or more making that announcement. No? You see, as a government, when you come to power, as I saw my timelines. You see, what time you want a man with judgment? What I say, you cannot work in a vacuum. Ghana for BBR, and you have to engage the public. What I say, it is just by a year somebody to do no ambaso. The reason Amasono is what we should look for. What I say? Now, Bawomia kono na okwa ka loan na ohodada. Okoye osanko nya 17 billion, of which 2 billion more for the factory no. Enti mama yem factor in. Yem factor 2 billion no assurance no and our partnership no into the one factory, one district Yinimana. What do I say? As we speak, don't say the budgetary allocation is ready. The budgetary allocation is ready.
Kakape, sorry. Kakape, Mamefa, Homanan Tuja, name is a call express of friend. I'm writing command now. 773-942-7167. 773-942-7167. Kakape, we are na meko Facebook na ya mama kwaba na fe yakin kai kakra na ya twaso. Kakape twaso mame.
Eti, when originally now we saying say one district, one factory. But on open secretariat already are said them 400 proposals. What they say? And they say they receive about 30 or so every week. What they say? The interest is I'm mentioning this for them. Sika wahu. Sika ninya and yet the money now kitano idea. What they say? And for instance, so was Sika.
Mamefa call you and twaso. Good evening.
Good evening. Bacho, what you say?
Yeah, when you're permitted to say what free vogue media, you didn't be free.
Bacho, I link on you. I'm calling them. Didn't be the critical.
Oh, it's a wide briefly. Man, calling.
Yo, man, you know who said? Cafe, into you. Because we are my country.
Yo, twaso.
Yo, I tell you say first of all, Michael Cassini said Donald Trump support to Obamacare, and I don't want our listeners to be confused. Donald Trump from the onset also very repealing Obamacare. And one or repealing. Now let me go to the main point. A friend is saying 5,000 for to start a factory in Ghana. Well,
that's a minimum. Is that what is to start? It's the minimum.
One way or the other, doable, right? Doable. I mean, if you look at it from that point, now as I said, if it's a village cry, not Victor Waffle cry, chief be cry to me, I got over the assassin 10 acres in the chair buying. And and no 5,000 bit me at assassin for the for starters. And now I say a bit to me here cheap labor. Now almost 60 poles, and as a mountain foundation. At least a bit to me I started. But what my point I want to make is, okay, it's
it's laughable if you tell the world that you're going to start a factory in Ghana with 5,000, right? And then you are going to where? China. You are looking for Turkish people. You are looking for British people to start a project, and you are talking about starting a project. Wow, we see money at 5,000. You think when you go and meet these diplomats, China for diplomats, no 5,000 I see the money. Oh, the factory. No. How would they be seen in the first place? Now, one point. Second point is Ghana. Dr. Kwesi Indu, companies I know, Dr. Ghana, he has more than 200 companies, right? That is a single person. I always say in Ghana, we can't find private investors to donate to grant the government of Ghana more than $5,000. Do we have to look for a penny? Do we have to go to China and go to all these people to beg them for a minimum payment, a minimum down payment of $5,000 to start our own factory? When we do some of these things, we are demeaning the country. Let's set our standards high. At least we are giving ourselves and our nation some respect. The government of Ghana is not doing themselves any good. They're not giving themselves any credibility when they're going about looking for small money to start factory in Ghana, and you're talking about $5,000. I'm already bad. That is what I have to say.
Yo, me that's it. Alan Kono, no Progressive Mind, every Tuesday be 8 to 10 p.m. Order for tia de net in the year. Mami Kunedo Asama wa Kenya no was say one more anya 450 million earmarked in 2017 budget to kickstart this project. And I mean what? Good. Now what was say government's commitment to say besides government's commitment was say interest in the program had generated investment pledges and commitment to a tune of $3 billion, meaning it can range from that 5,000 and up and whatever. And I'll say private sectors. And your party I say what be now will be astra Kakapeland na yentimi.
Yeah, Kofi, you see, sir, 5,000 any year, you know. You see, all these things are meaningless. What do you say? Government. Me
Kakapeti. Me pese asnobane etiefo mo kanyina no ye pese yam something very clear. Maame no o say sa project here ye kan wan say me. The financial support for the project would start from a minimum of 5,000 to a maximum of 10,000 based on the project size and the operational criteria. And I'll say 450 million and Omanya.
Yes.
And just listen to the statement very well.
Yes. You see, a private government and private sector. Okay. Until all private sector man so the proposal and a bar. Now say a buying support to that is where the 5,000 to come in. And yeah, no the Kwakweti factory. No. You see? No. You see what they say? Now China for is coming in with how much? 2 billion.
2 billion.
2 billion. Well,
just for this project.
For the private sector, for the one factory, no. What are we talking about? You see what they're supposed. When they are not interrogating the AU. Have they asked for the government for the blue paper on how the thing is going to be done? What do you say? Omoka Obika say Indio Mwowe. We say Abaya Jagum. Abba will not go and change individual private sector. The Association of Ghana Industries. What do you say? Members belong to it. Omuka Chane Bikaho was Indian part of it. Did he apply? Has he been given? Mama Yan individualized. Yan Yanesa. Yatuagum. We are Ghana in our being Ghana. This is government project. Ko na yan reject no beka. Don't assume. What do you say? And I'm person Mutiasa. Coffee. What was say? Said the mekano. I bind the project aba. Nankania me expect ne say ebianka omo kita document bi ba won say omo kan nyina no ogina ka say okwadiom nika trontra obua wanya yi hwa sadia na ayi ka no ye de free HS ba omo say ntimi nye beba so omo kura mpo ka say o ampa omo ka say omo timi nye na ye kan dendede ye betima ye na omo start ye de health insurance ba say wa ayi omo say da bi yɛntimi nyɛ nso ɛbaa so yɛde biribi ɛba ɔmo yɛntimi nyɛ but ɛbaa so now na meka akɔsi ni sɛ na meka adeɛ bi aba yi ɔn sɛ obi te hɔ ɔmplane hwee ɔnka saa ma mmɔfoɔ no saa na ɔmo yɛ o ɔmplane hwee ɔnka hwee na wode adeɛ no aba no na ɔyɛ dɛn twitwa wo nantam wɔte aseɛ afei tɛsi a ne yɛ question na wayi bɛtumi ayɛ what yɛnsɛ aseɛ anso a ɛsɛ sɛ mo kora mba oh this we see asɛm no sɛ wonsɛ onipa ka asɛm a na wonsɛ asɛm no ɔka from adwempama na adwempɔne mu wontumi kyɛ sɛ from the onset yɛntumi nti Ghana te hɔ yi yɛntumi si factory in every district yɛdaadaa no you see, set up a delegation, sit down with the government and see how these things can come. Because about 9 people for one employer or more. What is here? NTC force a employer or more. So it doesn't matter what factory it is. Acquire your bicycle a year. Nasi Yaquako, Unsa or Dim Pampro, a year bicycle. No. Now imagine, sir. Now imagine, sir. It doesn't even matter. Now imagine, sir. Acquire ya setting up a Pampro factory. Because you see, I'm at roof. We can roof with Pampro. You can do so many things. Toothpick, we can do with Pampro. And it's our Pampro factory. I'm not here to say 5,000 and 10,000. But said the Unicano or said the taste of the pudding is in the eating. Yeah, pudding. Just say you condemn no cry and your baby just say
1 minute not land the moment.
What is here? And in person say you see government has given specifics 5 million 450 million cities Chinese far promise here we have clear plans 216 districts. Wow, a bakery 700 a bakery more than that cry because the interest that is coming no a bakery more than that cry. Wow. 400 factory proposals and the almost say a fallacy. Your babet na babeka same way. So they are more say free HS into Mimbaso, health insurance into Mimbaso, any other social intervention a government they buy almost into Mimbaso no. We will. A bebaso pa. It's coming. The lunch in India, it is coming. Now you perceive a year Jumani ye. Ya me yan basabasa. What you say natural being so uncle can change. It is coming.
Yo, may I say?
Your budget for it to say a fallacy.
Okay, may I say? Young caught the next story. So as I said, your story no A9. Nanina na your person yan to was here. Na yesterday ya dream. Therefore, I'm with you. Nemo motion on Facebook. Yamamunina Atnase na ya junjuni amagana hunsusu ya pap. Ya wa PhD ya so yadi. Eka ho ama Ghana timi akona nim ama Ghana timi nya ntuma pa bi efra ye wa puyechi na me say diaspora conference no kram say nene chance foreign minister my man Shirley Ajako
I call
what this you know media
na when the video no there
me who promo no
the video no when in the more there we no there
promo nana
yeah
promo no me who promo and you know what was it
in the more there have you seen where he actually
picked and
he captured in those things so we are aware God is watching one with the way he was struggling to defend it I feel that call health insurance
okay.
Anyway,
Asanaba, may I call the next story? So now,
you said it. CHS, you said it.
Who work out of parliament? Who work out of parliament?
Who work out of parliament?
This is work out of parliament.
Free education.
This is work out of parliament.
You have to give a fact.
I'm saying I drink. I'm saying I drink.
Secondary school. Whereby you don't have the facilities to you don't have the building.
Obviously, 40 million people are going to
what is wrong about that?
Have the vision to be.
We build the schools.
You build the
then we give it to the people so that it's at what cost? At what cost? The kids don't have to work.
At what cost? There's not a sector in the economy of major debt.
What? So in the economy of major debt. When they speak, it happens sometimes.
You are sick.
No wonder we have social intervention. No wonder. To have 6 months in power.
Wow,
6 months in power. Look at what is happening.
Let me ask you a question.
60 good years, 60 years now.
So who if you own a Ghana as a company and you actually appoint Nanado as a CEO,
yes.
6 months from what you have seen, would you give him another 4 years?
Please,
and even at this point, even at this moment,
we give you 8 years. What do you do? 8 years.
This is the reason why I appoint and I'll list them down. Oh, Master, this is the reason why. That 6 months,
I'm just asking you give me an answer.
Yes, I'm giving you the answer. Our GDP has grown 6.6.
Look at where he's going.
Oh, see, I talk facts, so I don't just talk.
I say GDP.
No, I talk facts. Hold on. 6.6.
Everybody's aware of it. Everybody is aware.
Kaya your taxi has been taken.
You just massage the numbers. You just massage the numbers. You massage the numbers. Wait, it's not from statistics. Wait, it's not from Ghana and Statistics Board. They be able to
You don't even want the answer.
What is it?
I just asked a question.
One district, one family.
Yes or no?
8 good years. 8 good years. No social intervention. 8 good years.
Energy. Near the Nigeria, it's been paid. What are you talking about? Near the Nigeria, it's been paid.
8 good years with NDC, no social intervention.
1 million for each district. The money is gone.
Show me one social intervention NDC did.
1 million for every
Show me one social intervention NDC did.
No.
Okay.
I don't want you to argue. Listen.
The Mahama who saw the country for Nimianu.
Show me a simple question.
Which question?
And a Ghana, a company. Take it for instance, is like a company.
Can you get a management?
Yeah,
bring us social intervention.
Actually, like what he's doing. It's as simple as that.
I am giving you statistics to back my point. You don't want it. You don't want me to just talk. I don't talk in a vacuum. You see, that's what I do. I want to back it with facts. Because I said, who said here?
GDP,
we are talking about now.
I'm asking you a question.
No matter how beautiful a woman is, somebody will have something to say about him. No matter what you do, if somebody want to find a year about you, it's about you. But you see, the question of who can criticize you.
You guys walk away in parliament about insurance. You guys walk away. And
that is up to the Ghanaians. But as far as I'm aware, for the past 8 years, we had thieves ruling us. We had thieves ruling us.
Okay.
They nearly sold the country.
Mami call the next story. So,
did not even sold.
Can I go to the next story?
If I say NDC people are thieves, I can prove it.
You can see the rare thieves in power. What are you talking about?
We have evidence. So do you want me to bring
evidence by
Mahama?
You have to read one from Facebook.
Evidence
read you one from Facebook.
I can provide you the evidence.
Have you actually arrested anybody?
Let's move on.
Let's move on. Prosecute those who are corrupt. Those who are thieves. Prosecute them. Arrest them and let's see. Arrest them. Let's see.
Oh, most of them are behind the scene.
Arrest them and let's see.
Oh, you will see.
Oh, please.
You will see.
You have Canada Japan.
Okay.
Japan confirm we are confirm Ghana in terms of politics, not personal life. In terms of politics,
what you mean?
Oh,
what you be?
No,
what you be? What you be?
They came
what you be?
What you be?
You believe in propaganda?
Mami call the next story. Me call the next story. So,
Munjai, I didn't cancel.
Yeah, call the next story.
I keep telling you. 4 years you call for campaign, but more than 4 years no.
Bring Mahama.
4 years no.
Bring Mahama.
Your all people don't believe in Mahama.
Me call the next story.
Oh, please.
Me call the next story. Mike, I go the next story. I go. Me call the next story.
I said,
Muntie next story here. Muntie the next story.
It is NDC people complaining. It is not Ghanaians complaining.
Who buy a factory?
What's the problem?
Ghanaians are giving you the mandate. Who buy a factory?
They give for 4 years.
Factory who best start June. What means what to Patrick? Oh, just so no. What to Patrick Ghana for?
One at a time.
200 a year.
Oh,
a year no so much no. 200 SHS no. What was the deadline?
Yes,
what was the deadline? You remember kai? You see these people. 200. I think yes, I'm on 4 years.
What are you talking about?
Okay. I'm on 4 years to come and complete the 200.
Let me
you think free education
okay, you call the next. You call the next issue. Can I go to the next issue?
Japan, you best start prosecuting Mamu back.
And they go the next issue. The next story. When next story now to me being called the next story no yeah baby. Oh Voga, your panel no. Your panel no. Yo. 38 unlicensed firm brought to contamination fuel in the past administration 2015-2016. I have former Boost manager, managing director Kwame Ewadako and Hosensem and the AK. Basically, there has been some documents. 38 companies without National Petroleum Authority license. Yet the bulk oil storage and transportation sold 20,590,000 liters of contaminated fuel to these companies in 2015 to 2016, respectfully. Na ehonsem bebre no me fa koyi na yento aso. Good evening.
Oh, that don't me lamba ba kune me other one.
Oh, okay.
So I think that there are some important issues I need to clear about Kakape's allegation, because he keep alleging this same issue on over and over again.
Yes.
If you know we have the money, we are corrupt and we have the money, why don't you come and collect the money instead of you going to Chinese follow?
We've taken 4 million from the president's brother. That's the first one. We are working on the others. We are working on the others, and they will come to light. We took 4 million from you. If he hasn't been
Take a time. Politics will not help us. This premature politics will not help us. Let's do a mature politics. If you know we are corrupt, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Go ahead and arrest us and prosecute us. Your own party member is alleging, and an MP for that matter, a lawmaker for that matter, is alleging, having so many allegations in the more practices that will happen before you win the election. He's alleging how you manage to manipulate the result to win the election. What are you doing about us?
Take him to court.
Because you are scared of him, you can, even when he speaks, not even Kufuor can even stop him.
And this is take him to court.
Because he spend money on the party.
Exactly.
He dare you guys, he dare the party should come out, then you voice out how your strategy of how you manage to manipulate the results to win the election. If you guys are a man enough, why don't you go there? Why don't you? He's telling you, go ahead and push him further. You see? So the allegation you keep making, we are corrupt, we have the money, we are corrupt. So what are you waiting for before arrest us? Go on and arrest us, let's see. You see, within 6 months in office, we've seen it clear, but I want to state this today. If this government not take care with this behavior, I will personally organize a demonstration, and that demonstration will be a rainbow demonstration. Not even the police can stop us. Because enough is enough. 6 months in office with this gargantuan, unprecedented corruption, not talk of the boss, not talk of others more, because these people, they are very good in planning, sitting and planning, or how to steal the public fund. And this Nanado claiming in his campaign promises that I'll protect the public purse, I'll protect the public fund. Wow. In this case, he has vandalized the public purse. He has scattered the public purse. He has teared the public purse into pieces. He has even canned the public purse. You could not even see the tear of the public purse. And this is your government. So sometimes let's be serious about certain issues and leave joke aside. When we are corrupt, yes, if you find me corrupt, come, I'll show you my house, bring the police, let them come arrest me. I've never served any NDC, any other NPP, and I've never served in any administration. I'm not afraid of police. I'm not afraid to go to court. Neither am I afraid of the president or his mischievous political lecturer, Dr. Baumia, and mischievous political economic lecturer, Dr. Baumia. Now let's be serious. You know you have the men, you are competent enough, have the men to do it. Leave the talks aside and do it. The problems are there facing you. You are now sitting down there going or press conference today and so on. It will not help us. If you have the competent men, fix the challenge of the country.
Okay.
Nowadays, it went. Even if I tell you the bills I pay in my house, the water bill and the light bill I pay a month, even more than the rent.
Okay.
That's the country we live in. Ghana is now expensive to live. Ghana is not expensive even to live in.
Blame your government.
What are we talking about?
Okay. Yo, Don.
In 6 months in office. So let's be serious.
Okay. Don.
Sometimes some of the allegations are so provocative.
But I say, you trust what next issue no so Chokohoma and so minutes now or creditor not chime in and this one.
I have this MTN, so I think I have a
yo MTN, more power to them. Now me trust so I can't the exposed contaminated fuel now of course during the past administration 2015-2016 under the direction of Yera Kwame Ewadako. Me trust no see this revelation or revelation by in a time when the National Petroleum Authority has taken issue with the boost and for selling 5 million liters of contaminated fuel to two unlicensed company. I am almost your friend say Muvipina and Muvipina and Zap oil, and you know one more which were allegedly set up few days before the sales. The documents are shows that in 2015 alone, between March, April, May, July, and August, 13 firms received different quantities of contaminated fuel from the bulk oil storage and transportation. In all, 8,190,000 liters was sold out, although profit made is not known. Up to date. In 2016, however, the companies that received the fuel were 25 in numbers, with quantities of fuel sold standing at 12,400,000 liters. I mean, there was so much going on here. Just say, Osha na uridia. Ehun sembebre. Now Osha, the list of 2015 companies are bulk oil and one transportation. No, selling contaminated fuel between March, April, May, June, and August. And yes, you have Group Limited, you have Racomen Limited, Damtrack Limited, Tracky Limited. Dawson, 13 or so. This exposing Abba in the past administration. This is pure and pure. Unlicensed company. Yaton contaminated fuel to them in the past administration. Just say, a big exposure. Mamma says in Africa, Capella, and I remember and Conise Kagabe.
At year four, the Massimutia. Tell it, boss and send me a banisana cobaye. Now, and Crawford were boss to Honoma. Or you never do a musada. A your intention, even though there are cases, and your intention, but most cases, no, are intentional. And that was the practice that was going on. Now, when the new unit take over, the current MD took over, the contamination has already taken place. It had already taken place. Now, when he got there and he asked them, so you see, Bibia could do one until you will be money at Nade. Now, the highest that it has been sold was 1 cedi. And this man sold it for 1 cedi, 3 pesos. What is here? Making profit. It has never happened. Now, 3 cedis now, 0.3 na better, and any problem, no. Because some people, our honoma, you said that at the workers, no, a year. na ɔma fa ho na a contaminated the ane na assign back to the I make you profit. What do you say? Enti ba ye minority for and this for masem ne saying. Oh, and not way and not say and this man has done this man has done this, and the thing was not licensed. The person is connected to nina some kako. Fagup krataso, fako police for her, fako BNI, omunchwem, omunyo mwajuma. Omu sa 38 a year when you know live to 1 DC. It is alleged that there was a secret account at the presidency where a certain amount of money was going in when the transaction goes on.
Allegation,
yes. The truth will come out because so now eba ne sankra ne nyina ebe hunu ye unse wunya aban pa unse ade pade ade pam fa ne man sietie o first one omukọ hwe transaction the way it went no once he has exonerated the man because of follow protocol, but a minimum interest, personal selfish interest come ye man, and most of it I come from a party or machadati. So mo be far resources ni nyina free mu no eno ne ye ne be ye de kwa enso na ye ja the core issue ni ho ade ye ade akoso ya wo way back crab said na sister na wo ho but mama ye 2015 2016 what you say what did we do why did we not even hear about it? Because we have thieves. We have people that have sworn, what I say, to they will pass the other way and make sure it goes on. And that is exactly what is happening. You see, this is what is happening in the system, and I'll make it clear here. You see, they have stolen so much. What I say, they have stolen so much, and they are using that one to corrupt the current administration. So that to the point where it is going to get to a point. You see, Kwame. Okay, at the end, you're very serious. Because when you cry, allegation cry is coming. Say this current, he was bribed so that he will sell it at a certain price, but will refuse here. Allegation true, not true. About one day. What I say? Why are we doing that to our nation? Why say you can't money cost wasa? I hope, sir. Going forward, your friend is saying, all the measures that we need to put in place, I say put in place. On some say institutions are not working. But yanda na kufu adwase. Say NPA, and the current you board by ya ampa bien as wasom. I say make sure say out. I administration where ya and this help who at the be ad be man. Say me be wasi decha. Me di be man na do. Efinia wa ye a chanso. What you say? Na ye kan mo mayenka. What you say? 38 moa.
1 minute, landman.
Now when obi akwakwati ni company moving pin and is up and you connected to the MP or MD. No connected no and then the phone number and then the office. Put it together. Take it to the police. Stop talking because you're in your bar. You're yana media na fa fast but you be kwako pay you need to be bomb pine bon so na mu gina ho ade say enti when there so corruption bi wo ma you coming from the omo ti se wadada no mostly the NDC for no omo line with the NDC cartels no omo did this corruption in eba
okay
na yen to ase na kwan bia so be fa so be to ase bi so ye be to ase andana na akufuado
yo me da say Mike bremana so na ba mra na yenko honorable Kennedy Japan ensem so.
Yo, okay. Me first day I meet our boss in same way no. Maybe some who question say, country ben ye live in sir. What you say? Because sir, in same way no. This is not the first time I see you. Ya titi for long time. And nyama echo so me. What you say? Now then I am penning for no maya facade way. Oh, and I said I didn't. I bet it's a politics. NDC, MPP, NDC, MPP. What you see? Now at the end of the day, no, you mean so when I know. Now I did this. Now I did a Twitter. Now sometimes I am with bremu your security agencies in Kakra. Oh, because in some same way see a bar. I saw moon 2-1 now more like I'm more politicians. Some far we blow more some to now. Oh. taa sɛ ne de bia no saa nsɛmsɛ nketenkete wei membɔ aban adwuma mensɛ no aban adwuma mensɛ no no wɔn ɛha adwen ɛnta sometimes me believe me person aban adwuma bia ɛwɔ Ghana bia ɔmo yɛ private no kofi ka bɛ mi dɛ paa aban adwuma bia ɛwɔ Ghana ɔmo yɛ private what I say ɔmo yɛ private because sɛ aban adwuma maame ngunu aban adwuma maame ndi nsɛn no cost wɔ Ghana too much. I'm a secretary so my Shanghai. I'm a politician so bad your pet. Yan Timin Chobia will be a mu who got chili pana and so a party niba Munjano. I say Munjano. What I say, no, Ghana, your book Ghana phone. I said, it's in the bread. No politician, I'm who comes to talk to a dank, different places. Now they be more dear huntas. What I say, COVID and cost for Ghana. Oh, they be bad politics. They be bad in Casadu case to America. In Kanyasam Kutra. In workers no more Saturday we see here. In Kamaka some find easy. Until I take Ghana, yentin for in see all. I'm a man I say tell Ghana no yen dim man so. Let be bad politics. Ne ye guga abaya juma. Ne chira ba jira ye pejuma. Oh, thank you. Me say same way. I think they say BN assassin.
Yeah, BN assassin.
And I check the man no eko say I'm saying who so ana
you go so.
I'm saying who so. But my so much some workers mo. Eko say I some go to man another body. So you should good so that
but I say asunaba for last one on this story now. Can I
briefly before you move into my senior brother?
Okay, go ahead, Don.
But you see, as Kakape was saying, if the new administration came in, the old administration, which you know that they are corrupt, do you also have to jump into the gutter with them? Do you? Does two wrong make it right? If you know that they are corrupt, they won't be against not in favor of the government there. Do you also have to jump into the gutter with them, also be corrupt? If you are not corrupt, will you also have to jump in the gutter with them? You claim you came that this boss issue started from the old administration. Okay, fine. It started from the old administration. They've appointed a new management. So let them deal with these issues and don't allow they should jump into the gutter with them. Also go and wear the same corruption code and also join them in the queue of corruption. No, they should have done that way.
Okay,
Don. If you have a leader being this way, this could never favor his country.
No, correct. Don all the way from Ghana.
Look at this very carefully.
Ghana Kaswa menya kwala bi mayemfa na yentwa so. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, Uncle Victor Tisang.
Oh, nyame adom, one of our loyal listeners. Irabo for watching na on Facebook pa was also fresh na dwen.
Yeah, because
Bosu manenko mekan bi. Manenko etio.
Uncle Miche you guys doing a good job. Asunaba and Kape ni omambo money ejuma moye magana mine. I'm saying medical actually my kakao sa one district one project one factory and I'm saying this statiana. Once we have to be very careful whenever we just criticize things that come up. Put like a blanket amount on every project to be obeyed, because then that is when you are found wanting, and or say 5,000 minimum. 5,000 minimum could actually get to 10,000, could get to 15,000. Something could be added to it based on whatever money or grants they got from China and India, and so we don't know that yet. So we can't just criticize, but the meaning say it could be say. District to be or maybe it's meeting as because look, these people like to bring development into their neighborhood or their area. So we can say, hey, you trust us, may say, and so that land could just go for free to the project. About machines to China, look, we can get a very effective machine, which mean to make us a high level a year made in America or somewhere else or Germany or whatever, but you will still get some machines that are good for small scale industry or factories. Even Gary factories be during NDC time, okay? I don't think any of them cost 5,000. And so the 5,000 even minimum could do a lot in whatever discipline we're talking about. Secondly, when we come to Boston, many I've read so much into this. We set the timer Alfred Obeng was appointed, Boateng was appointed to office, and when he took over, and then when this thing actually happened, he's not even gotten a grip of what this this business when this whole event actually happened. And so it could have been, and I'm saying it could have been, that this thing had always been going on, which nobody probably caught the attention to, or it could have been legitimately or, intentionally done by some people just to mar his reputation. And, let's not just jump guns and criticize corruption, corruption is everywhere. Me MPP new, me NDC new. I don't. If I'm not I'm bipartisan. I like progress. It does not matter which government is in power. Now, MPP for is MPP because they are in power. What we know, since I just wrote a little bit, I did a little research here. During the first 6 months of Tamil's administration, there was a lot of corruption. They built some classrooms in Memone, which cost about 250,000 Ghana cedis. The same type of classroom. This was just 6-block classroom with no offices, no staff room, no urinal, no ABL. But for time, just before Atanos took over 6 months, Kufuor built similar thing, which cost over 72,000, which even had a common room and a staff common room and KVIP and a urinal. And so, okay, you're really feeling maybe not your bad and then you criticize. Yeah, let's just look at both sides of the coin before we even, allege. Let's put Ghana first. Not the party. Let's put Ghana first and constructively, let's work towards accomplishing things for our country.
All right, Asanaba, over to you, Kaza.
Victor Boafo on the Nasi. I actually understand working, but I don't think so. I know so, and you just say it by the way, but I don't think so. Gale factory number 5,000 cost that. No, and that reference illustration and obi and to us.
One I want to know
because no. Metinas more kind of I'm being serious. As more kind of metinasipa, but baby or the far baby with the explanation of using the 5,000 to start, and because if you're talking about all this offenses, small factories here, can Sanka Ghana for one crop for what they are using a 5,000 up to 100,000 to start a factory. But you are talking about I say me call back but you are talking about the whole district. Some of the districts might even have more than 500,000 people in that district. Now, if you're telling me it's all the 5,000, even up to 100,000, it could be factory be no me being an employee one more. That's the whole offense. I understand of what we are saying. So you can't tell me say but start a factory. Now, it will depend the size of the factory. Which means the paper be on a mobile way. That's why she was saying that. So we are talking about something that you put. Oh, Johnny, but Nasi, you say if you are starting something now, like you were saying, we don't have to always imitate people. Say or be being and I say we in there. We have to start something. Now, say yes, we are doing it on our own. That is what we are talking about. It is like I say, what the 5,000 or cost starting a factory, and it's not enough. It's true. We have a right to say that. Because we are advocating for something now. In Crawford, Omugu, in Krasi, that or urban migrations near Bano. Able to me, I cut it off, Kakra. Because look at Accra, Kumasi, Takra, look at how congested these cities are. All because in the name of Obi, Banwa Baton, PK, Ewa. So if we are going to use the money, who let me acquire, and I say loan to Wakwaja, and I say you are involving the private investors, now they are buying Kekawan. Do something reasonable so that people living over there, at least. If that district no will nipa by say 100,000, let's say mu youth be a by 30,000. Unless you make me offer a mu by say 15-20,000. Now who's why yes why you be na bo one more. Say be a keke. Say we be ye be no coin na there was a lot Ghana it me produce offense Gariam say the be American Canada Europe in cotton. So we don't need those kind of offenses small factories need kwesi baby ne yakoye mango a obi mu dua ho ne yakoje ne yabe process na yada ba she fridge na chiri abeton. No, that's not what we are talking about. We're talking about how our China etimi baby factories omutimi tina say plan to bring something on board and no more do baby omeduru ya yan yetumi ko hokoche bosia na yansu dati yankopon yen adom a obi nso atumi agbe hwa yede abaje bosa. That's what we are talking about. So if we are talking about say Ronaldo saying say you are going to maximum of 5,000 to a minimum of 5,000 to maximum of here to start a factory, that is not what we are talking about. Because yes, if 5 of us want to contribute a fence up to 10,000 to go and start a factory, like you are saying, we will get a chief at least about me alone to start the fence. But that's not what we are talking about. Because I don't think say no Ronaldo promising in the campaign. Kofi, boss asema wo kan wahu. Kakapeka asembi to ebinam na ya adwen kakabati baby all the many he's trying to do politics with it too much. Which is not going to help anybody. Because the fact is, look, a word akon obelieve office no. Yaton contaminated fuel for a very long time. A word akon believe office no. There was no allegation say corruption either akoso. Right?
Yes.
As to how that particular fuel is contaminated, and it's not contaminated from where we actually order it from. It's only become a fence contaminated. They do ya cells more. Never contaminated. They do your reservoirs more contaminated. Now, it's two things we have to deal with it. The past administration, who is actually responsible for the fuel becoming contaminated all the time, that one, if they find anybody, they will say, are you responsible for that thing to happen there? I don't have any problem. Say about prosecuting that person. If it was intentional, I don't have any problem. Say that person should be prosecuted. But in a friend saying a friend open case, it's two things. It's two things. One, involve corruption. Because from his own party, members accusing him, so are you corrupt or better away? Because if you listen to Japan very carefully, you have an appointment letter on the 18th. No, yes, on the 18th of January, and no call is 23rd. 23rd no call ni no. I believe he said ye brief. He was actually briefed on this offense instances in say all your libi it may contaminated if there was any illegalities be a this man should have raised a flag. Said no, a kwanya all your way a contaminated no. I suspect something. Now can the offense saying previous administrations no you invite woman you're investigating how we be your way. One yes sir. He went over there, like he said. Then the same thing happened again. Not town and I had a cofa samabi. Osina not town yet. A crime ban of us to town yet. Was it intentional, like you were saying? You said, honestly, the same practices now no to say, and this for one, ya the oil in the bar. You may be contaminated near tomato in the cheap, near Tamwa, aqua just can be out to account. Into Yasuaba, Yamba Yabin to Asana. Then his case is worse. You understand? That makes his case it makes it worse than the previous administration. Because who then there, Whopa near Duba say Bibu one name cost you ya. Come and stretch it up. Come and work it out. Come and fix it. Whoba ya. You are supervising it. And secondly, Don will say.
He has even endorsed it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That makes it worse. So if people are sitting over there saying, previous administration, you turn 38, we actually have 38 transactions from 2015 to 2016. This is a cheap offense of politics. Deal with the issue now. What is happening over there? How can we actually look for all these offensive loopholes? You bet me Siano. Because Kofi, if you look at it down, but so be Ghana.
Corruption. Where is the corruption?
Wait, the corruption now nobody tagged the previous administration. It happened in the previous administration, but nobody tagged them with a corruption involving this case. But in your case, they actually accuse you say we are corrupt because something is going wrong or something went wrong through these transactions. You are saying, Obiba say. Or better no, I find saying 1 cedi per letter That was the first offense bidder. Okay, now, after you agree to give it to him, few hours later, then you have another person coming in and say, Obaton 1.3. 1.3. Now, the question is, all these builders and all these buyers, how did they get to know, say, something is happening over there all the time? These are some of the things if you are not going there to endorse it, like Don Ekayana, and you should have come out and make a recommendation to say, no, me buy a me bibi, me saying. But if you look at the case now, Yadnako, say if what they are saying is a 38 transaction, and you're right, if actually happening, Yadnako also to go there and continue the same thing, because maybe MPP first of all, no man will say yes. And this then the omoton contaminated. They give it out. Omoton sikano ekwa buy ho. But wait the yen buy ye who loopholes. We are going to keep the money. And that's what actually exposed offense saying after the this is not from any offense saying and this new. We if you say don't katia and free coffee potoffee and free your mama. This is from MPP people. So if they are accusing him, why do you go accusing MPP and NDC7? We have to find a solution.
Okay.
Because one, Kofi, if you look at the system and if you look at what they are doing over there, I can tell you, sir, Ghana, Masa, I was when I started speaking the when I started speaking the you know, so I can do more than what you are doing. Yeah, I can do more than that when you started talking. So what makes it worse in MPP's case is that, what makes it worse in MPP's case is that, so in Japan, these people has actually within 8 months, within 6 months, registered 800 companies all to go there to work over there. In that particular offense section, that Boston area, one time, MPP for within 6 months, you register 800 companies. Okay. Kofi, how on earth can you tell me, say, you people are not corrupt?
Okay.
How can you tell me, say, Alfred Obeng is not aware of this? Say, BNI inviting no, I'm not clear enough. Oh, BNI with Nanado, they will clear everything.
Yeah, just a quick correction. You see, Oma admitted some are corrupt because of saying you're corruption. Into your man admitted and this for no more corrupt. Number one. Number two, the person hold on. The person 38, you know, a year unlicensed companies and your transactions. And the NDC for no say cassette the two no moving. We are not defending moving pin near you. We are just explaining. Say you don't need a license to do the trading. Now, the third point I'm person during that transaction also with all those 2016, there was some money that was sent to the custom. Now, in this case, you guys have not been able to tag this guy with any corruption at you. And when I'm going to say, yes, see, what is here? But we are coming upset. We are coming upset. There are more year transaction now. Some money go to the castle. Where transaction way particularly course no. The corrupt act no. They have not they have reason to many abroad mokasa kwani corrupt they say this way no. They are cartel. Hold on.
It's from your own MPP.
Okay. Okay. What is wrong with people registering companies to bid? What is wrong with that? You see, the
don't
act.
Get confused.
The act. It's not
it's
unless
from your camp. The accusations is from your camp.
Okay. When Tanya Obiko Padia no one on your back can you but prove it.
That's what makes it worse.
But Nemepasa or Tias Yanene say, I want to explain them in order. Now what Tias here? Obayano, yenya profit from the transaction. What Tias here? Enti Sesiano, Sakwako Basse. Yeah, of course. Namotono. There hasn't been a transaction that was some more than 1 cedi. That's what I want you to know.
If you listen to Japan carefully,
I am telling you on authority. You see, I am saying, you see, Kwame, say, I can't tell me who say you can
what make it worse than say?
Because go and look the research and come back. Me say, I'm telling you on authority, say, there has never been a transaction between the time now, the man, you know, more than one city. And to say, if not on, 1 city 31st, also, or you're corrupt. So, I quite just can't be one chain. Okay, quite genuine. Fabula. We can put it together, Fabra, because you are Bubaba. Bubaba. And then you are
Mammy,
it was a corrupt. It's mentioned, say corrupt.
Yeah.
Kofi, this guy is claiming, say, they offered to give him $1 million.
Okay.
That $1 million is more than even the amount of a fuel no motor.
Yo, Mammy, to the number, .3 FM na Wasunguswa with it is your voice, your music, your station. WGHC, Voices of Ghanians Abroad, Voga. Ghana politics, and here, bro, ya shapity baby, Obi a see more there, and we pa. Bruce Nemo, Braperi Aguasinimo, Wawani Tiarada, Ayawa, Ketwa NK. And Ohodo Voga Jumedi Entino my answer or the votes for Voga Jumedi and NK Yamin Shrao Sewusaya Yatremu Babiana Wakasa Ebiana Akasakasa the Conebia indirectly Ebiana Pesoche Bibidia I don't know but anyone know NK NAA holds for Voga Jumedi a sounds so your coalition the first conference and I'm consul but Toronto Abontinso Canada Voga a coalition is just not a talk show a movement kasieva ayo mamento andega krane koso we man tem ha na afei oso channel so o Chicago ha anase we man tem baby a wo ben ya na waba na ye na ya bomu na ye dijumedi ne kama Ghana first and I'm council eba Ghana National Council and its affiliates this year anyasam ketwa kra the new administration Pakosi Samedi anymore. Almost say unity is their priority. And you know, you didn't come on there, Juma. Almost say unity in motion is the 29th golden anniversary. Abaso Hour 5600 Southwest Drive, a year Washington Park, July 29th. Baby, I will be able to make a plenty kitaba. Ghana first year, I did the Gasiapa. I share it in this year. You didn't narrow X. Frema. Frema Sakwano. On the neighbor, your guest artist. Now, I have $10 to get in from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. But what they are saying about now, about support to movement, you know. We are, you know, basically exhibiting our culture and our traditional values. We've been doing it for 29 years. The legacy goes on. But what they never support to. Around the world. Sanso and a group in Dum diaspora account to know Yabiato. Pomodia and Yaudia, let's say Baya Usika Samuel in Abedimo Cotene. Now I shen ye corner the Abedina Mesrao. Diaspora account to know Dr. Indum and in a Jumaya for Mudrian. Omodrin ya PH who ye pa no Mosian for diaspora account Imra. Now one Casabe Timia share all your transactions. Pomodia Neko www.gnbankghana.com. Ne ebie account ewo. Sanso ana Yura Alexander Kojo Ampofo onene hima Papa bi ahonfe Patricia Ampofo. Yura Alexander Kojo dura friend Joe 4141. Munim ne pa. Ne baba Yakupon de achewa mo Rabna Kwachewa Ampofo. Wamo lanchi abofrey. Wamo danedi. akyerɛ wiase afa no nyinaa sɛ nyame akyɛ deɛ ɔde akyɛ ɔmo no ɔmo ni asɔ yie paa ɛdi fɔ ɔdɔ bɛbɛ ɔdɔ mu na ɔmo nyinaa nka mbɔ mfa aseda kɛseɛ paa aseda piesie mfama twɛde apɔ nyame wɔakyɛ deɛ ɔde akyɛ ɔmo no na afei nso no community no yɛn nyinaa yɛmmɔ ɔmo anyi yɛni na yɛmma abofra yɛ akɔ aba enti yɛbɛba so July 15 ɛwɔ Redemption Presbyterian Church ɛyɛ 741 East 84th Street, Chicago. 84th and Cottage Grove. Mede mbɛhyɛ aseɛ no nkron pɛpɛpɛ ne to 2 a.m. Me nua bɛba abrantam na wakyea no watumi ayi ne yie. Ghanafoɔ mo pɛ entrance dodo. Bɛba late sɛdeɛ bɛyɛ obi abɛhu n'akyea obi abɛhu ne walkings. Wopɛ sɛ wotwa walkings ɛne abrantam na yɛhwɛ walkings wate aseɛ. Oh, nice one. Brana na yɛ come home na yɛ support to community no sɛdeɛ de bi ayɛ no. Now maybe WGHC your first summer 2017 annual community picnic and barbecue charity soccer tournament, Chicago African Cup of Nations. Our community cares media by Yedi Eko Etia gun violence, any violent activity together with Lawrence and Zaga. Bomodia se ubeba, and say July 15th na ne momne we mu hono de. Bob Watkins ye be koso ye pa. Lawrence and Zaga and one more SSSR Bob Watkins together with WGHC 98.3 FM. All communities, all ages, everyone is welcome. And nyom abekoso all day, diane drinks, just a nyasem ketwa. A good day be beer, the whole. Baby, from morning to evening, 10:30 p.m. But na any egro na ife yes, also in promote to awareness. Papa bia a bit me see a year. Gun violence ekoso ewe man tem ha. Okay, mame amora Facebook na yanchi adafo no yanchi some comments kakra na yantoa so. Ali Rando, big up to you boss. I say next time yankasa about Haboho. I said Haboho is too expensive and the city is getting weaker. Yebeka wasemati Ali, don't worry. Yebeka wasempa. Sounds so and Johnny Woos, one of our loyal listeners. Johnny Woos, big house bossu. What is the Ghana's government's definition of factory? A question and the obusa. My man Lawrence, big up to you, Lawrence up here, big up to you. Penny, Brad Penny Jones, Zamwako, Kwame Jones, big ups. Miami Balls, Bruce Nemo, big ups. The doctor himself, Dr. Jones, Jay, big ups to you. Sounds so and a GNC President Parkos is yada was Stefano, big up bossu. Yada Munina Masi. Ayo, Yajimadiano, Ebeno, a time so. And Chebia, hey, now I don't know. Yeah, right. That's a more person, more from Fana where them run a young call. Asraba Mr. Bafan, just me pana no. Yeah, well, I had do over how to me call. And you are black Jesus Adarova. They say to me, Asraba Fafana where Brana, yeah, Pastor Richard. Right after this, Pastor Richard, so ever twas so adding Yamia send him Paibo Muriam and Pabo Dimpa, the commander in chief. Pastor Richard, what they Paibo everybody. Can I Japan audio in the whole sense? The best next week is as you know, I be na yaka WhatsApp. Kakape last word, Mr. Pastor Richard, are you ready? Last word, now you're creative.
Oh, okay. And yeah, so a chair for MPP are buying. I think Ghana for who you pa. And in the idea banning ne questioning in an, but they are more my abotre. And now you go so I didn't to now a basso next week.
Next week, Gebe come so. Yeah,
sadia ya kika abubo mu no yan ye wo hai some of us cry say ye bibi wo kurom ho a ukokoduru ho no ma masa most of these sadia akwane kan no most of these chiefs they have the already assassin already now aban what do you know the free zone anyama no government won sase bebre untin sase de factory na ye kan say en sase nya asem and when ye nyin sase mfrim e Ghana e be benefit sa nkrofo no ntin sase de en sase nka ho in fact some of them kra no I cannot say on authority but the bedroom baby no the people are ready with labor. You see, when you go into these places with a year, yeah, see school baby, the people are ready with labor.
Okay.
And nyama baby now boss nyama ya kika no nyina. Me of course no, me I don't see corruption. If there's anything, say corruption wo honoma. Say corruption wo honoma. The civil servants, and this said the idea, we keep constantly having contaminated as I said, when we solve the problem from without tackling, contamination, and now NDC for cartels, no, show woman or my line with the civil servant to make sure that it gets contaminated. No, we should deal with them and get them out and put proper civil servants.
Mike, over to you. Last word,
yo, thank you.
30 seconds.
Me last word na akoye me say me twem kakra na titin sensem bi free ye honorable Kennedy Japan.
Next week ebeka wan say more.
Oh, ba
next week ebeka wan say.
Ebeka wan say but I think say anybody say me person me clear one or two things for the oil no. Me coming kwanda ka say ka honorable no ka say ka police for inviting no. Na yentimi arrest no. One or two issues be the two ja. Because on team be tran radio so on team ko tran be nkasa trust and fa hundisa now on team nkasa say o den krofo say amopam kamonye fi obe review secret bi aba what ne sense bebre
reserve no for next week man.
I think say man you say me invite me by say oya too much.
Okay,
yeah,
can I dey na yanko
dey me di we ni say won Ghana for yantimi nti bibia say enye bibia na ebedi politicians echi what you say say aban bi di bibi ba yen hwe de odi ba say ebe boya na what you say we shouldn't be supporting politicians all the politicians no why billionaire wi o sika na wo yen ni na sebi wo ye hustler na sikeni so di bibi bro wo boa no no sikeni a different size sikeni say want me now say who hold us to want me now the end of the day no only sikeni no umbrella now what's that no ubre no utregu what you say I think say aban no dictates free ho all the bibi breya we should support aban no umbrella yeah I say you force no umbrella no the bar e be boy ni na say Ghanian that say e be date you want me na che akoda na say na comedy na esu I think say yantimi for Mumbai.
Me da say Kennedy the next week obeka sapa. Asona ba rap ni nyina.
Kofi, me da say. Me nyo D4. And I mean call a D4 school to send a Samuel more time no mo ye we. Omo ye no. Me call bi. And I mean so me free the tribe of Levite.
Okay.
Me free say abusuane mo. But I told you I believe say I had an amity. Na my cultural times without number. Say, Canada, Japan, I give MPP 6 months to 1 year. Canada, Japan will expose them.
Next
how
week.
They.
Next week.
Coffee, hold on.
Next week.
I understand, but
next week.
Uma chance.
Next week.
Yes, I know.
Yes, I know. But
who's who distribute here for?
Next week.
Matthias, yeah. But Coffee. So next week I won't.
Next week, Mr. Rao.
In front of 1.4 council, Miss Osin Yamin Nai.
Oh, Nai. Next week, Mr. Rao.
Sir, John Mama. To sing a brouille, a boduano. Mimi Bodia, Miss Yankopondi. Ain't it? Said John Mama no winning election in the second Japan. On Nuankasa, in the Delta Force, Invisible, Kandahar Boys, and so on and so forth. To massage the numbers like we are hearing. And according to him, It's not working out me and can watch me. I'm just giving a tip of an iceberg.
Next week.
Sir, one more what can watch me? I was very quiet when you were talking.
Next week.
You decided to talk about what you want. Let me talk.
Next week. Time. Next week.
Now, Ghana from Wabrochiri. Ghana from Wabrochiri and Mutie with WGHC. So, anyway, Miss Ramo, it's late, but it's never too late. I believe the money na se mo be mo company na mo fa na nado so may see you and kabadeta mo se gumetuko aka mo bob na enti mesrɛ mo ambetumi ato aba in the next 4 years mo ambetumi afrem offense abusuafo wo fie no mo advocating for a better government better than this offense this standard government we are seeing in the next 4 years no na American say it's never too late. We have to try our best to actually educate our people back home. Say,
Yo, done. Last one, Mr. Wadarma, quickly.
Wait, there one man create any more tune. But all the same. As I meet me, if you know about our kind, we all just have to keep hoping. Say 2020, wow, 2020 just around the corner. But these governments have nothing better to offer Ghanaians. The other quote is saying that we should believe. I should believe the something themselves they are not sure of. Because the woman itself was like 5,000 minimum or so. Even she's not even sure of the figure she's even putting out there. So you're expecting to believe in something which even the person putting out there is not even sure of it. Come on. I'm not blind, neither deaf, to be believing anything anybody puts out there. Because I know NPV who they are. So they are not new to me.
Yo, done. So next week.
We'll come back next week.
Yo, next week. The credits will go. So why? All right. Pastor Richard Elijah and Ebason next. Across Monday through Friday. The climax of our political show is on Wednesday. Yes, also about Facebook Live. So, Daniel Samoa. Rambo, big ups to you. Uber late. No moment me come say Ghana for more Travent Financial Insurance Group. 16th of July. Yang na ya ko Ghana Community Church. Any kwakosia na afenso no ya dwendwene ya pomodemo menya bomoni na bra na beto insurance ne bi why na wo tobia sabua community no nyame nhira ne komaka kredi nyina ane one factory one district whole controversy and afenso expose companies ya they contaminated for past administration and also corruption up and down. United to Yentimi Amon Japan issues no never Yaman next week. Yadi Ibrahim Mahama and a credit Japan in San Simon Ebeba. Yamisra Yamin for Anamon CA. Bomodi and support to WGHC 98.3 FM. Bet me website WGHCFM.org. Bet me my donation from $1 and up. Now for supporting Yamisra. United we stand, divided we fall. Many Edina like of you in the run from me and K humble I am large and I'm in charge. And Facebook, Jumedina is brought to you by Black Jesus for Life TV. Okoswa now I like a page and now I share. Tone Jumediano, now this is the resolution, this is the voice. Nyame Kaho, Nyame Entrausium, Yabeshabium. Until we meet again, have a wonderful evening. Bye bye for now.
Still I love you. Still I love you. Mommy, still I love you. Still I love you. Still I love you. Still I love you. Mommy, still I love you. Still I love you.
WGHC 98.3